What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Men the Podcast. I am your host, Jacob Hale, and as you can see, we're taking our podcast on the road. We're at the Taste of St. Louis Festival. We're going to be walking around talking to small businesses and really getting a taste of kind of what their trials were in starting the business, what was their purpose in it all, and the community factor with everything. And with that being said, I have a mic, we have a camera. Let's go ahead and do some interviews. Okay, well, start this off.
Yeah.
Go ahead, state your name of the business, and of course, you guys' location.
Okay, cool. Yeah. My name's Corey James. Our business is Bella's Frozen Yogurt, located downtown on Washington at 11th and Washington.
Awesome. So, I guess we can start with going over kind of your origin story. You know,
Sure.
what got you into making frozen yogurt here? Was this like a science project that happened, or what got you going to this to make you feel like?
Not at all. Yeah, it was not a science project.
Okay.
We weren't looking for it. We've had the business now 6 years, and about 6 years before that, my husband and I would go to Bella's Frozen Yogurt on a date once in a while, and it closed abruptly, and we would notice it downtown because we work and live downtown for the past 15 years.
Yeah.
And our friends would talk about us talking about it, and we would always say, man, we wish someone would reopen it. So
Yeah.
we ended up looking into it and finding out that the previous owners left it with a lot of care and love. We had like love notes in there saying, good luck to the next owners, all this. It was really cool to see.
Yeah.
And so we ended up reopening it, and kind of our project. Our dog's name is Bella, so it's a coincidence. But
There you go.
we had to keep the name. So did a little bit of rebranding, and ever since then, it's been an awesome adventure to be downtown and to be a part of the community has been amazing. So we're going on 6 years this year.
Wow, that's amazing. I have two things to say about that. One, I did live in downtown for a
Okay.
little bit.
Yeah.
I moved out. Now I'm out in the county area and stuff. But I will say, downtown St. Louis is very underrated.
Yeah.
Like, people don't really talk about it much, but I love the fact that everything's so walkable.
It is.
I can go to a game, which we're right outside Busch Stadium here.
Yeah.
I can go to Union Station and,
Yeah.
Washington Boulevard or Washington Ave with all those different restaurants and assortments and everything. And then, of course, the party scene, the bars out here.
Absolutely, yeah.
Everything was in the walking distance. I've had some very interesting stories of walking home
sure.
very late at night. Don't do that at home. But that's awesome. And it's also cool that, not only do you have the respect for the business to not only buy it, but also maintain it and bring it even higher than where you feel like it was before. But also, kudos to the previous owner. It's easy when you close down the business, you're not going to be in a good space. So it's very easy to like trash the place, ripping signs off and stuff, be super frustrated. But for them to have that much care and to give you that type of feeling to say like, they left with grace, but more importantly, they're rooting for the next person, even if they don't know them. That speaks a lot to small businesses in general, and just the fact that people forget, like, we're just humans at the end of the day.
Absolutely. They came back into the city about 2 to 3 years later, and they visited Bella's. And it was so cool to see, and we didn't know what that would be like. Like, did we change it too much? Did we not? And they loved everything. And it was so exciting to see that, kind of like a passing of the torch sort of thing, where it's like, we're carrying on your tradition. There's certain traditions that we do in there. We still use a lot of the same farmers and distributors that they used as well. We've added a lot more local to it. But it's been just an amazing adventure since then. But it was really cool to get the stamp of approval from the previous, which that doesn't really happen. Downtown, you can see there's businesses that have closed the past few weeks that I've seen that are destroyed in the inside, and to leave that care and have that humility of like, I want to keep this going, and maybe someone will pick it up. that was really cool to see that from our point of view.
Yeah, amazing. Well, 6 years in the business.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's come with its own stories, and
yeah,
especially getting it off the ground and rebranding and all that stuff. So, what would you say was the biggest challenge that you've seen with going through the business, and then how were you able to overcome it?
I would say the biggest challenge was learning the business wasn't that difficult. That was fun. We went down to the farms down in Arkansas. There was a distributor, so we started learning everything at first, how to infuse the product and all that. That was fun. And then the challenge then came working with downtown, the product offerings, and we got around. We added variables to it by adding a liquor license about 3 years in. Once we did that, and we were known for our boozy shakes, we also were the first frozen yogurt shop. I know this sounds weird. There's an International Frozen Yogurt Association.
Oh,
and
wow.
we were recognized as the first ones to infuse CBD in it when that was kind of a controversial thing. So we did a lot of innovations. We were the first ones to put red hot riplets in an infused frozen dessert, and now it's everywhere, which is cool. But I like to say like we were the first ones.
Yeah.
And, so I think the challenge was making ourselves different. There's a lot of people even here at the Taste who are like, "What's frozen yogurt?" And like I know you don't see the shops that often, but what's kept us alive is those challenges that we see. We just try to be a little more unique in the sense. Other challenges have obviously been, everything in St. Louis that has happened from the pandemic was incredible. We shouldn't be in business, honestly, because during the pandemic, no one was going out and getting self-serve desserts or self-serve anything. I'll give it credit to the developers and who own the buildings that we have our business in. They are incredible, and I feel that we need to have more people in this business that are not just landlords, but they're developers.
Yeah.
During that time, we were given a lot of grace on paying rent and paying bills. When a lot of businesses had to shutter and close, we were given that chance, and we were told, we want Bella's downtown, we want you downtown, we need businesses like a wholesome, cool little dessert shop.
Yeah.
And there's that was only from people it was not money. It was people, person to person that kept us alive. It had nothing to do with any money, honestly. It was, we need businesses like this to survive. And I hope, and I really have a lot of hope for St. Louis to have developers like that coming downtown and developing downtown, not just expecting a rent check. They really want the community to thrive, and it takes that.
I'm so glad that you told a story like that, because especially when you look at online, and a big reason why we're even doing this, you just see a lot of negativity, right? Yeah. You always see the worst of the worst, and
absolutely,
humanity's doomed, this generation's doomed, and all that stuff. And then, to be fair, we do have our own issues and things in society that needs to change, of course. But it's always refreshing to hear stories like this, where it's just like, again, it's the human experience.
Absolutely.
Just people at the end of the day. Yeah. And it's like, it's not about the money. It's about taking care of the person, giving them an opportunity, and then watching what they do with it. That developer, he could have did whatever. He could have closed you guys down. He could have did whatever he wanted, right? Yeah. But you would have never had this back half of the experience of the amount of more interactions that you have with people, what you can do with the community and stuff. And like, people forget that. A lot of people forget that. It's like, at the end of the day, as long as you're putting people together, good things are going to happen.
Absolutely.
Right?
I like to believe that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And that was just amazing. I'm glad you shared that story for sure. We have a customer. Here we go.
Yeah, dirty chocolate banana.
There we go. Hey, we do everything in this thing. All right. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. So, have you been here before? Or is this your first time?
Sir, this is my first time.
This is your first time?
Yes.
Oh man, you want to do a live testing in front of us? Here we go.
I'll give you the sample taste as well. This is our most popular shake that we have.
Yeah.
So it's espresso, chocolate, banana. Most of these are usually infused with alcohol at the shop. These are non-alcoholic here, but we infuse that with house cold brew, espresso, all local ingredients, and we turn them into what we do.
Awesome. What would you say out of 10? What would you rate it?
10?
10 out of 10?
All right.
10 out of 10?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, well.
Cool.
you are starting to spark a lot of interest now. So let's go ahead, wrap this up so you can get back to
Absolutely, yeah.
serving your people out here. But so the last question is the community aspect.
Absolutely.
So, small businesses run the country and definitely run St. Louis. There's so many mom and pop shops out here, and the Taste of St. Louis so good that they're able to showcase all these different vendors and shops and things like that. But personally for you and what Bella's is able to provide, what would you say is the community factor that you guys are able to provide with the people that you serve?
Well, we take a lot of feedback from our customers. We're planning a customer appreciation day in about a month or so. And we take feedback from them, not just from like flavors and what they enjoy, but our neighbors on what to give back to the community. So we've done, almost any major nonprofit in St. Louis, we either donated product or done fundraisers and all that. We're open to that all the time. So we don't really have any set agenda necessarily because it's dessert. So I feel like we don't get ever political. We just say, what does the community need, and we'll provide that. If it's selling some cups or doing a raffle or some sort of donation. So we try to stay within downtown. So we try to connect with places that have ties that you'll instantly see an impact. That's where I feel like a lot, you see like, oh, donate here and donate there, but then where did that go? Where did that money go? Right. So we try to just work with our community. In fact, we'll have leftover cups. I'm sure that what we'll do is we'll hit up businesses and neighborhoods around downtown and just give them away as like a, hey, have we seen you in the shop lately? Come on and see us. So we try not to do any waste and just give back to the community in any way, whether it's a fundraiser or it's literally just giving out some free treats.
Yeah, hey. At the end of the day, you're helping people, helping them cool off.
Yeah, right.
Helping them, give back to the community. That's all good stuff. Well, as we go ahead to wrap this up, this has been great. I do appreciate your time here talking with us. But go ahead, let everyone know again where they can find you at, maybe your social media handles, all of that.
Follow us on social media. It's at Bella's Froyo. Really simple. Start there, and you can see all the different things we post. We have, all sorts of things from frozen yogurt to boozy shakes to an amazing happy hour downtown, which is kind of like a hidden thing, but like it's an incredible $6 margaritas downtown, which most people would never know we do that, but we do that as well. So give us a shot. Come on down. We're open every day from 2 to 9 and till 10 on the weekends.
Hey, $6 marks. You got a customer in me. Yeah, hey, I will be there.
Right,
I'll be there. But drink responsibly.
That's right.
All right. Anyway, that about wraps it up. Again,
awesome.
Thank you, man. This is awesome.
Oh, yeah, I really appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, well, to start this off, go ahead and let everyone know your name, your business, and then, of course, where you guys are located at.
Yeah, for sure. So my name's Isla. I have a small business in the Oakville, Millville area. And I also do permanent jewelry where I travel, and that's where you'll kind of find me in different pop-ups and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But for the actual location in Oakville, South County area, I do offer a bunch of different spa services and stuff like that as well.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So what kind of got you into that? Was that something that you just started off when you were a kid and you're like, oh, I can make seashells and necklaces and stuff, but what's the origin here? What made you want to start a business?
For the jewelry in specific, I would say that was just kind of something that I was trying to find to get, just to kind of talk to people more, get out there, overall in the community, kind of, just in St. Louis, get to kind of get my name spread out there and stuff like that. But I started off in high school. I took a cosmetology class, and that's more hair, nail, stuff like that. And that really wasn't for me. So then I went into more of the esthetician route, and went to esthetician school, finished that. So that's kind of what I do at the spa. I do facials, body contouring, stuff like that. And then for the permanent jewelry, like I said, I kind of just added that. I love jewelry for myself, just wearing it.
Yeah.
And I just love the aspect of the permanent jewelry and having it on all the time. It doesn't tarnish, stuff like that too.
Right. Which I'm not gonna lie, I was interested in actually doing some permanent jewelry.
Yeah.
I want to actually do the little anklet thing.
Yes!
I thought that'd be cool. The problem is, it's I feel like I need a tattoo or something to go along with, something that's fitting. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe something else a little permanent with the bracelet. Yeah.
But just like with any business or just with anything in life, there's definitely issues and things that go on. And even with your story, it's not like you're born and you just know what you want to do.
Do it all, yeah.
There's definitely trials and things that you have to go through. So specifically with this business and starting it up and getting it to where you are now, what were some of the problems that that you had to deal with, and how did you kind of overcome that to get to a better place?
Yeah, I would definitely say with overall, like the small business, it is hard to, obviously, if you're just doing it right off the bat, it is a small business to where I have to, grow my own clientele, find my own people, get people to actually want to come and, get services or get the jewelry or get stuff done with me. So I feel like that was the biggest challenge, kind of doing that. And then just starting the business up, obviously, you have to invest in, what you want to purchase, if you're wanting to go all out right away, or you just want to start with something that's going to, get the business running and stuff like that. So I would say those are definitely the biggest things there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one thing never gets talked about enough is how hard you have to work to make the business go.
Oh, yeah.
When you're in the 9 to 5, I'm gonna be honest, because I work a 9 to 5. It's super productive. There's a lot of things going on, overtime and all that stuff. But other days it's just a slow day.
Yeah.
You're doing 8 hours, but you're probably doing 4 hours worth of work or something like that. But in small business, it's like you're doing 16 hours, right? And you got 8 hours to do it. Because it'd be just you, or you have to run a team or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it's always an underrated thing that gets talked about with running a small business, kind of going into the community aspect. And that's kind of what our channel is about, to build a community of like-minded individuals to succeed, especially young.
Yeah.
Young people like us. There's so much stuff going on in the world.
Oh, yeah.
So many people in need of guidance. It's great to hear stories like this of people that is like, doesn't matter what's going on, I have a sense of purpose. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. This is where I want to go. I have goals in life, right? So with this business, and you can even speak on yourself, what is the sense of community that you feel in running a business and the day-to-day people that you see, or giving them this product to say, like, this is forever, I was a part of this, I helped you in this? Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I would definitely say with kind of the community aspect, it is something that you're going to have to build, like, trust with your clients as well. Like, I could just be here selling something that's, I'm advertising it as anti-tarnish, but it's actually going to go home and tarnish in whatever, 3 weeks. So it is something where it's like either with the jewelry or at home or at the spa whenever I'm doing services and stuff, like doing the facials, just like building that trust with the clients and like the community and stuff like that. That's what gets people wanting to come in or tell their friends about it and stuff like that if they trust you. And, that just brings more people, their friends tell their friends about it. That's kind of like word of mouth in that way. But overall, I kind of did, start more like in the corporate world, working for somebody, and then now working on my own, being able to kind of change things as I want to for my clients and for the community. If I have an event, I can take a couple dollars off, or like I have a deal going on where you get 2 bracelets and you get a free ring. So just like stuff like that, that's not really offered much in corporate places, and you can't really just like make that decision, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. I appreciate your time here.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
thank you so
Go
much.
ahead. Let everyone know kind of a social media handle where they can find it, and then, of course, location of your business again.
Yeah, for sure. So, like I said, I am located out in Oakville. My name's Isla. My business name is Blooming Beauty. So on Instagram, you can find me at Blooming Beauty _ by Isla. I kind of post all my stuff there, and you can find me at like pop-up events, stuff like that for permanent jewelry, or book like a spa service.
Awesome. And then I'll just go ahead and just put this out here. Is that the Venmo name up here? No?
No, it's...
Do you have it right there? All right, perfect. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the one of them is my Instagram,
sure they know.
The other one's the Venmo, yeah. So everything's out there, yeah. And then I do have the little pamphlets on the end there. It has like all my different like spa services, stuff like that, more information about like the permanent jewelry and stuff like that. So
absolutely. Hey, go ahead, Venmo, Cash App, $5, support your local small business. All right, so we just finished all the interviews. First thing I want to say, I want to give a thanks to the Taste of St. Louis for hosting this event, allowing all of these small restaurants and businesses to come here and showcase what they have for us. Another thing I want to do for you, the fan, I want you guys comment down below. Let us know what other restaurants in the St. Louis area you want us to go talk to, sit down and have an interview with. This was a lot of fun, and we talked to some amazing people, so we have no worries of keeping this going. So let us know in the comments down below who we should talk to next.